The 18th African Union Summit has ended in the Ethiopian capital, Addis Ababa, with a pledge by African leaders to consolidate the gains made towards integration. These include paying up their financial commitments to enhance the AU's capacity to resolve conflict, as well as finding its own alternative sources of help other than the traditional sources. Napoleon Atukito reports.
African leaders moved to Ethiopia to attend the 18th edition of African Union Summit. The summit was also attended by heads of other international organizations, including the Secretary Generals of the United Nations and the African, Caribbean and Pacific nations, and the chairman of the Consultative Committee of the Communist Party in China. This year's ordinary summit was held under the theme Shared Vision. The summit took place in the ultra-modern conference center built and donated by the Chinese government. It cost $200 billion. China has also pledged additional 600 million yuan to the African Union over the next 5 years to fund any outstanding services required by the Continental Organization. The construction of the 2,500 capacity AU Center started in February 2009 and was completed in December 2011. China says the new AU Center in Addis Ababa is the country's second biggest project in Africa after the rail line which connects Zambia and Tanzania. The president of the AU Commission, Dr. Jean-Ping, thanked development partners of Africa for their continued support.
In spite of all the constraints it faced, left no stone unturned in the pursuit of its mandate. Above all, it endeavored to promote the unity of Africa always and everywhere, as this is an imperative for the success of collective African action. With unity, success is more than a probability, while in division, failure is a certainty.
China says it will support Africa and the rest of the developing world responsibly without imposing her own standards on them.
China will continue to follow a win-win strategy of opening up. While seeking our own development, we will strive for the common development of all countries through mutually beneficial cooperation.
UN Secretary General Mr. Ban Ki-moon called for a common approach to solving issues.
The International Criminal Court has proven to be an increasingly effective tool in standing against impunity and extending the reach of international human rights law. In Libya, our political mission is helping the new transitional authorities to organize elections and improve public security, rule of law, and transitional justice.
Fresh from last year's revolutions, which engulfed the Maghreb and other states in the Middle East, the new president of Tunisia and the interim prime minister of Libya also addressed the summit. They said Libya and Tunisia have come back to take their places in the AU. The chairmanship of the AU changed hands. The president of Equatorial Guinea, Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, was replaced with Thomas Yayi Boni of Benin, having served 1 year in the rotational capacity. Ghana's President John Atta Mills was nominated by the AU to present the Novelty Kwame Nkrumah Scientific Awards to two distinguished personalities. The recipients, who are from Nigeria and South Africa, received cash prize of $100,000 each. President Atta Mills said the future of the continent rests with research and innovation.
It is with great pride and honor and admiration that we award you this prize, which is in recognition of your excellence in the field of science. Congratulations.
The next summit could take place in Malawi or Benin. Napoleon Atukito reporting.